Hi, Phil. I hope that this video tutorial helps you as you're adding new images to your website. And I missed the opportunity of talking with you, but it's just been crazy hectic and it's been very difficult to try to schedule a time to talk. I've had heating and air problems and people coming out and they give me a 3-hour window and you know they show up when I'm on the phone then and it just becomes difficult. So I do this video tutorial type of uh, video often for my clients because it has the benefit of allowing you to watch it several times and to back up and say, okay, now where was it that she said that? So, um, although I do look forward to talking with you very soon, I'm going to show you how to add uh, your new art to your website in this new cart system. It's, I think, wonderfully easy, and I hope you find it an easy system to work with, and maybe perhaps so easy that it really helps you add more and more new works and different paintings to the site. So I chose this from your Paris project, this page, this product, and from your portfolio of Paris project. And again, we've got the zoom thing that we can zoom into the painting, which I just love. So I'm going to show you how this was put together and then kind of review it by pretending to put a new product in place. So I have on this tab here the product, and this is what you will see. So if you go over to on the left-hand column to products and then all products, I just want you to see this here and get it to load. And I apologize for my sniffling and everything. I have allergies pretty bad this time of year. So let's see if this will load. Here we go. Okay, so this, when you click products or all products, this list of products will come up. And it is, I think, unfortunate that I'm calling your art products, but this is how it's defined in the cart system. And as you can see, we've got the painting name, we've got the price, and the category. And the category corresponds to the portfolio section that the images are in. And there's a good chance, like here we have white tire bicycles. We know that's sold, and so it doesn't have a price attached to it. And removing the price is a good way of marking it as sold, but keeping the painting in your portfolio section, which I think is fantastic because then I get to see white tire bicycles. It's one of my favorite of your paintings. And in this section also, you can select a category just to review or to make it easier. You have 36 paintings published, and this select a category shows how many paintings are in each of the 4 portfolio sections. But let's just say you wanted to work on something in landscapes, perhaps change the price or, remove the price. You can just click landscapes. You can click filter, and let's let this think for a minute here, and it will bring up just the products that are in landscape. So that's kind of what's going on here. We have WooCommerce, which is your cart system, and you shouldn't need to get into that. But into products here, you do have some options, and uh, one of them is to add a new product. We'll do that in just a second. I'm going to go back to your Paris project. I'm going to filter that so that I can get to the one whose name I cannot say, but that I have open on the other tab. So again, we've got this is the public view, and then in this tab I have the admin view for this painting. Now you can ignore all of this stuff. I try to get it to go away, and it just often does not, and some of it deals with updates that I can do at a later time. So when you get down to the title, this is the title, and it's the title of your painting. And so this corresponds, what the text you enter in this title form field corresponds with this right here, okay? And we're going to leave this blank. WooCommerce has kind of a strange way it configures pages. I have it configured to where the layout is the content, but no sidebars. We don't want to disrupt the nice clean look that we have here by having sidebars that talk about, recent blog posts. But that's what this section is about. So we're going to scroll down a little further. It's called a simple product in that it is not a grouped product. It's not an external. If you had, let's say, painting on sale on Amazon, this external affiliate product type of thing would allow you to put in the web address for a product on Amazon or someplace else. Variable product is if you have a t-shirt and you offer it in green, yellow, blue, red. That's a variable product. So of the products that are offered, simple product is the default, and it's indeed what this should be. Virtual means that they're not shipped. Downloadable is if you were doing like an online course and people could download different chapters on your course. So in this area, this is the default of what it looks like when you load a product page in the back end here in the admin. They want to know the regular price. And for this painting, it's $2,000. Now, let's just say you wanted to offer a painting for sale for $17.50 for a let's put $17.50 in there, and then you can schedule when it goes on sale. And when you click on this, you get the calendar. So you could have a special sale, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, and send out an email to your people. And while it's on sale, the price will change to this. It'll show $2,000, and then it'll show it strike through so that it shows that it's reduced to this. So it will automatically go on sale midnight, 12:01 a.m. in the morning on the day that you select, and it will automatically shut off on the day that you select there. So I'm going to cancel that and remove this. And then we have, this is kind of at the, well, it is at the bottom of the product page in this main center area. This is where you have two tabs over here, the same as you do in your blog. You can view it in text, which will show any code if there's any customization, or visual, and visual shows the text display there. And this is where, this is where this 2007 down through the size this information is from. So we got your $2,000. You don't put in dollar signs and cents when you're editing a product unless there truly are cents involved. But we've got $2,000, again, no dollar sign, no decimal point. It automatically puts that in there. So we have this information, and this is an area where you can just type like you normally would, with typos included. And if, in order to, I will say this, let me delete this, but you can type just normally in there. In order to get these lines, like if I typed, the copyright, Felice Panagrosso, and then at the end of that line I hit enter, it double spaces because that's called a paragraph space. So what I recommend is while you are adding new images and you type in the text that you want that's going to show up on that paintings page, hold down the shift key and hit enter, and it will do a single return. Again, if you hold down the shift key, shift and enter, it will do a single line return, which I think on the product page makes it look much neater to have all this information together and not double spaced out. So we've got that. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and show you equally important things other than that this top area is not important. After you make changes, again, let's say you put this on sale. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to back up just a second. When you're entering the price, and I'm sorry to have forgotten this, click inventory. Okay, your stock status is in stock, but the important thing with paintings is to click this box. Enable this to only allow one of this item to be bought in a single order because you only have one painting. And if you forget to check this box, there will be a quantity button next to the Buy Now button. And you don't want to give the impression at all that they can buy 4 of the same painting. So again, by default, you end up here on the General tab on the left-hand side where the price is. The only thing you need to do is click inventory, make sure it says in stock, and then make sure it says sold individually. Sometimes this remains the default. I don't know if it is on your site, but this you need to check. Okay, so that covers that area. Now we're going to go back up here, and if you make any changes anywhere in here, you change any text, you will get the option to update. Before you leave this area and when you're through with all of your changes, you're going to want to click update. If you don't, and if you say like you want to view the product, now I'm logged in as you have a login to your website, you can then view the product and it's perceived to be leaving the page unsaved. And now I didn't make any changes that I was leaving. I had removed them all, so it takes me there. And you can also go in Portfolio to any of your sections, and in your admin bar across the top here, once you're logged in, you can view the page and then edit the product, which is an easy way to get onto the back side for a product. Okay. Now, The items on the right side here are equally important, even though they are small. But the update button is if you make changes on an existing product. The category here, if you were to say, I no longer want this painting in the Paris project, I want it in landscapes, you would click here, and you have the option actually of having it in 2 categories or in all categories, but select which category you want it in, remove it from the category if you're doing so to make that change. In a minute, I'll show you a little bit more when we're doing a new painting. So you can ignore product tags. The product image, and this is where the cart system gets your image of your painting, sizes it the way it needs to be sized, and also puts it in the portfolio page. Go there. It does all of that automatically. And in a minute, I'll show you how you do that with a new product. So it's the product image. It's over here. It relates to what image do you want to represent this particular painting, this particular product. You can ignore this. We haven't been adding like multiple views. This, for artists that I work with, this product gallery images works well with pottery. You can show the top, the bottom, you know, front side, back side, etc., all on that display. But we're dealing with a full view of your painting here. So that's how these are the elements. Again, this stays blank. I can't tell you how often I put stuff in there, but this stays blank. And should you put something in there, it will show up. Let's go back to this one. It will show up down here. Like some artists that I work with want to tell a story, like I was, you know, traveling to Africa and etc. And you don't want to put it up here. You don't want it to clutter up the view and the add to cart. It goes down there. So in a strange way, what's on the top of the behind the scenes thing goes at the bottom of the page. What's at the bottom of the behind the scenes page goes at the top of the page. Never figure that out. So I'm going to hit update just because I want to show you what happens then and then. Okay, so that is how to edit, how to get behind the scenes and edit an existing painting. And now I know you have new paintings, so I'm going to show you how you will be adding those. Now, with all things WordPress, there's more than one way to do it for sure. When you're in an existing product, you can click towards the top here. There's always an add a new product. And you can come on the left-hand side here and click add a new product, which I'm going to do. And let that go. Okay, so this is add a new product. And it does not have anything filled out yet. And so I'm going to go through and I'm going to pretend that we're going to add this, and we're going to put the painting's name. Okay, and you can do it that way. Again, we don't put anything in here unless we want to put a narrative. If I recommend that you click this content, no sidebars. If you happen to then look at a new painting product that you'd put up there, and there's sidebars. Come back here and edit it and just click content, no sidebars. It's a simple product. The price is going to be $1,400. I'm going to click on inventory. It's in stock, but I want to say there's only one to be sold. And when this one is sold, it will automatically switch to out of stock. So again, we start up here with the price, come down to the second item on the left-hand side, in stock, and only one item. I'm going to put a copyright symbol, which is on a PC, and I don't know what it is on a Mac. It's the Alt key held down, Alt 0169 generates that. We're going to put, and then I'm going to hold down the Shift key and hit Enter so I come down a single line. This is my painting info, Shift, Enter, and this is where you would put sold if you removed the price and the product was sold, but you still want it to display. So we're going to put, oil on I am not this, okay, the space bar is not working. So I have filled this with what I need down the center section. And now, and I don't know why this is all of a sudden giving me a highlight. I don't want to publish it yet. I want to pick what category it's going to be in. So it's going to be in new works. Don't worry about product tags. Set the product image. And you're familiar with this, and that you can pick a product image from the media library, or you can upload files by selecting a file that's on your computer, and it will direct you that way. I'm going to just grab one from the media library just as an example. That one's awfully small. Let me pick some. This one's a little bigger. You don't have to size your JPEG images. I recommend that they be at least as large as 800 pixels. On the smallest side, they'll display better. Let's see what we have. See, these are some of your older ones. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit Set Product Image. So usually it will be like insert, it'll say down here, insert image, if you're putting it in a blog post. But this is setting the product image. And then we let it think about it, and there it is. If you decide you clicked on the wrong one, you can remove the product image, which it does. Set product image, and those are so small. We'll take one of these and set product image. So I have left this blank. I have changed content, no sidebars. I have checked under general the price, under inventory and stock, and enable only one of this item. I've entered my text here. Then I come up here. I can save this as a draft, the same way you can a blog post. If you're not through working on it, you can save it as a draft. It won't be published. But when you're ready, you're going to select the category it's in. Ignore the product tags for now and have your image here. And again, the system resizes everything to fit what needs to be done. and then you're going to hit publish. So uh, I hope I haven't worn you out. I get to talking so much. Publish will be the last option here. At this point, it will go in the category that I selected. It will go in that category page under portfolio. Keep in mind that if you don't see it in the category page, you may have either ignored this, and by default it will go to uncategorized. And if you come back to edit it, just take it off of uncategorized, and there you have the category choices. Again, you can click publish. You can click publish at any point when you're working on it, and then keep clicking update until your last edit. And that's how all of this happens. Again, don't worry about up here in WooCommerce. Let's just focus on products. All products, defined ones that you want to edit, and add new to create a new one, either from over here or on an established page. There'll be a button up here. So that is my story. And sorry to be so long-winded, but again, I hope you find this helpful, and I hope you can get in and add new images. Drop me an email if you have any questions. Again, I'm sorry that I'm been so challenged with trying to schedule calls, and I appreciate that you're in the East Coast until November. So who knows, we may get this to work out, but for now, that's pretty much how you can self-manage the portfolio section on your site. Have a great day, Phil. Thanks.